Back to follow-up segment tonight, immigration, both legal and illegal. In New Haven, Connecticut, Mayor John DeStefano wants to give illegal aliens the right to vote, if you can believe it. And here in New York City, there are an estimated 500,000 illegal aliens and residents, creating all kinds of drama. Here now, New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, and from Washington, Nick Schulz from the American Enterprise Institutue, and they are working on some solutions to the immigration problem. First of all, New York City has a reputation, and may not be founded, of being a sanctuary city for illegal aliens. That the city...
Well, it's an entry city. People from around the world want to come here. We have a record population, 8.4 million, highest the city's ever, biggest the city's ever been. This year, we're going to have 50 million tourists come to New York City. But this is a place people want to come.
But with 500,000 illegal aliens, you're not doing what Arizona does, or Alabama does, or other states where they're cracking down and they're saying, look, we don't really want these people here. You're not doing that in New York City.
We are not doing that. They're part of the economy. I think that everybody that's here undocumented should find a ways to get documented. This country should be in control of its borders. This country should not have undocumented, but it should be open to people from around the world. Without that, we're just not going to stay a superpower, Bill.
But what do you say to people who say, Mr. Mayor, these people cheated? There is a legitimate immigration process. They went around it. They broke our civil laws coming in here. And you, Mr. Mayor, are really rewarding them by allowing them to stay and take part in New York City's infrastructure, which costs money.
Bill, think about how we got here. Back in 1986, I think it was, we had big immigration reform, and Congress did what Congress always does. They talk tough.
And did nothing.
And did not. Right. They pass laws, but then they don't fund it so that you can enforce the laws. So, yes, all the 11 million is probably down to something much less than 10 now, because a lot of people have gone home. And if you take a look, there's almost nobody coming across the Mexican border. In any case, people that are here illegally, most of them just overstay visas. They don't run through the desert. Just easier to come.
Well, it doesn't really matter how they get here.
But in fact, what's happened here is these people are part of our economy. You can't pick the crops without migrant workers who work, take jobs.
Listen, we're looking for solutions, too. But I don't think bad behavior should be rewarded, like giving them the vote in New Haven. You wouldn't want to give them the vote, would you?
No, I feel very strongly only citizens should vote.
Okay. Now, the solution, Mr. Schulz, seems to be to expand legal immigration. Is that what you and the mayor are working on? You want to expand legal immigration?
Yeah, that's right, Bill. Look, we've got Christmas is right around the corner. The biggest Christmas gift we could give the American economy is to open our doors to skilled immigrants from around the world who want to come here. They want to learn, they want to start businesses, and they want to hire Americans.
How do you know they're skilled? I mean, is there a litmus test that you would impose?
Not a litmus test you'd impose, but they're going to good schools in their home country, or a lot of them are coming here. They're going to our best universities and colleges. And the way our system is now, we're educating these folks here at great schools, and then we're sending them back home.
So why do we need more skilled labor with an unemployment rate at 9%? I mean, there are a lot of white-collar people who can't get jobs. Why do we need to import people to make it tougher to get a job?
Because we've looked at this. AEI has a new study out that's looked at this. Skilled immigrants are net job creators, and they're net job creators in a big way.
All right, so you say they're entrepreneurial, they're going to start up businesses, they're going to hire Americans, right? Okay, and you believe that, and your study backs that up?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we've done similar studies. Nick couldn't be more right. For every person that has a degree in science or engineering that is here, they generate something like 2.5 jobs for Americans. If you want to have more jobs, we need more immigrants. It's plain and simple.
All right. I got into trouble a couple of years ago when there was a big fire in the Bronx that killed a bunch of illegal aliens because they were living in a flop house, like 30 of them. And the city knew that there was all kinds of violations in the flop house, but the city didn't do anything about it and didn't report the situation to ICE. And ICE said these people would be alive today if the city of New York had done its job and regulated this. That was a harsh assessment on I think, on my part, but I believe it. I believe that we're not doing the illegal immigrants any favor, but looking the other way and letting them live in an underground situation. But you disagree with me.
No, I think that, number one, I don't know the situation that you were talking about.
But you remember that big fire,
there was
right?
a big fire. Look,
and a lot of people did.
There are tragedies all the time. I don't know how you link that to undocumented.
You know there are people jammed into apartments.
Yes, there are plenty of American citizens jammed into small apartments as well. So just to pick one, only because you want to make a difference.
No.
So human life's a human life.
The code violations when you go in, if the person who owns the apartment or is renting it is illegal, you can report that person to ICE if you so choose.
Yeah, but if they're violating the zoning laws, you can report them to the city government, and we'll do something about it as well.
You didn't in that case?
Well, maybe we didn't in that case, but the bottom line is that has little to do with the fact that we need jobs in this country desperately, and the ways to get jobs is to have people with great skills who are entrepreneurs come to this country and create the jobs. And if you look at the statistics, if you look at the percentage of new businesses that are started by entrepreneurs, much higher than those started by Americans who've been here for many generations.
And there are certain industries like electronics and all of that that are dominated.
I'll give you a good idea.
Right.
We were asked one time on television, what do you do for the big cities in this country that have been hollowed out, where industry has left or just disappeared? And I said, here's what you do, because we don't have a lot of money to fix the problem, but if you just go and say to people around the world, if you have skills, you can come, we'll give you a visa to live in that city, you agree not to take any federal, state, or city monies, live in that city for 7 years, you figure out how to make a living. We'll give you full citizenship at the end of 7 years.
If you're a good citizen.
You do what you don't break the laws and don't take any federal money.
All right.
Those people would use up the housing, and those people would create jobs, and that's exactly what you do in these cities.
As long as it's legal, I think you guys have something that the brains around the world could absolutely help this country. Look at me. I'm Irish, and my people came here, and look at this brain right here, Mr. Mayor. Can you see it?
I can see it, Bill. I can see it.
All right, gentlemen, thanks. Happy holidays. Plenty more as the factor moves along this evening.